Hi everybody, this is a Jund Arcane Bombardment deck that wants to reuse powerful spells and really lean on Tear Asunder as we see more and more artifacts enter the standard metagame. So we're starting off, we've got 4 of the titular card, Arcane Bombardment, that really ties the whole deck together. Next up, we've got Titania's Command, which can create bears for us, make our whole team bigger, including our devil tokens that we get from Burn Down the House, and it can also bring us some more lands, as well as exile somebody's graveyard. Now, sometimes this is the opponent's, sometimes this can be ours. It really depends on how badly we need the life. One of the most popular decks in the standard metagame right now is Mono Red or Mono Red Burn, and that can really just take you out of the game with a couple of lightning strikes and play with fires. It's very fast, and so once you stabilize, you kind of need a way to get back in it, otherwise you're at the mercy of their top deck. So that particular mode of the command can help with that. We're running 3 Burn Down the House, and I'm also trying out 1 copy of Structural Assault. Because of so many of the aforementioned artifacts, I wanted to give this a try and see how it worked. Now, when I first played this card, I was a little bit worried that people who were playing treasures or blood tokens or other things like that, and not any of the prototype creatures or any of the new artifact creatures, I was worried that they would just be able to sacrifice them and there would really be no effect on the creatures on the board. However, it always pays to read the actual card, and so Structural Assault will deal damage to each creature equal to the number of artifacts that were put into graveyards from the battlefield this turn. So it's not necessarily just the artifacts that were destroyed by the assault itself. It also counts treasures or blood tokens that may have been sacrificed beforehand in that total number of damage. So kind of cool. Running 1 copy of Unleash the Inferno as another similar way to get rid of artifacts or enchantments and do a big chunk of damage to a single creature. Running 4 Riveteers Charm to make folks sacrifice creatures, get around some ward costs, and occasionally exile somebody's graveyard. But I will say the exile top 3 cards of your library is actually kind of useful. It sort of gets around Sheoldred. It lets us see a good chunk of cards to kind of keep bombardment going and help us in case we kind of stall out after we get a bombardment down. Running 2 Brotherhood's End as well as 1 Malicious Malfunction as some early game sweepers. I saw an opponent using a different deck that was running Malicious Malfunction as an early sweeper, and it actually fits really nicely into some of the creatures that we're seeing now. In addition to the 4 Tear Asunder, we've got 2 Lightning Strikes, 2 Infernal Grasps, and just 1 Go for the Throat. We've got plenty of stuff that can deal with artifacts. I just wanted another Infernal Grasp-like effect that wouldn't cost us very much life. And then down on the low end, we've always got to include a couple of 1-drops in case we're in a hurry to activate Arcane Bombardment. So the way the math works out is that when you big score and you get a couple of treasures, on your next turn, if you play a land, you're going to have a total of 7 mana in play. Now, if 6 of that goes to bombardment, it's really nice if you can tuck a little 1 mana spell in to activate it right away. You might be able to pick up a big score or something like that from the graveyard, get yourself a couple of treasures, and then play a 2 mana instant on your opponent's turn so you can start the fireworks a little bit early that way. So it's always nice to include some of these 1-drop spells. So now let's get over and see some of these games on the ranked standard ladder. I'll be with you for some commentary, but as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. All right. Well, we could do a little better than this. It's okay, but yeah, we'll go with that. We didn't have enough black to cast the 3 mana board wipe, so this is okay. It's all right. We're more likely to draw a red for this Brotherhood's End, I say as I draw the swamp. But everything's untapped. We can at least get to big score, and we've got a grasp for now. Opponent with a bank buster. Well, we could Brotherhood's End to get rid of that, but I really don't know what they're doing yet, so let's just hold tight. Okay, wedding announcement. So if this is mono white, it's some kind of like enchantment-based control, most likely. So we're not in too much of a hurry. There's not too much explosive that they can do. Probably the biggest thing to be worried about is Hallowed Haunting. Let's discard the grasp to our big score and see if we can find... There she is. All right. Now, white's got a lot of ways to get rid of this, but we can at least activate it for 1 turn with this Commune if we want to. And I think all that's down there is a big score and a grasp. I think our odds are good of picking up a big score. Let's give it a try. Excellent. We'll discard another big score. Great. And we'll pick out probably Boseiju. Seems like they're going to have a lot of enchantments in here. So now we've got 2 treasures from the big score, and we can activate Arcane Bombardment on our opponent's turn with Tear Asunder at least. Opponent gets in for 2. That means the announcement trigger will make a draw. Bankbuster draws them a card here. Bankbuster number 2. Well, now seems like a decent time. Well, hold on. Let's at least... Yeah, I think still the same one. Just trying to think which one it made more sense to get rid of. All right, let's big score this away. I'm not too intimidated by those 2 tokens. Oh, Titania's Command is a great pickup for us. And it will just draw from Wedding Announcement, which will flip over, leaving a pair of 2/2s. Okay, well, we're up to 8 mana here. Just planning this out. Let's burn down the house, because we know we're going to get 2 more treasures at a big score. Commune is kind of a freebie. Grasp, we've got plenty of life for that. Big score, another big score. Tear Asunder, a great instant for our opponent's turn again. We'll pick out a spare bombardment in case they get to deal with this one. Let's get in with just a couple. I don't really want to take 4 if they want to crew up that Bankbuster somehow. I mean, it's not like we can't deal with it, but you never know what the opponent's going to have either, so... Spirited Doggo. That'll draw you a card. Plenty of cards in our opponent's hand. Lay down arms. Exiles the devil, so we don't get a trigger. I do gain a nice spot of life here, so taking this 2 doesn't hurt. But I'll tell you what. Let's Tear Asunder this Bankbuster right now. The Wedding Announcement can wait. Think we can big score again. We got enough lands in our hand. Commune again is a freebie. And I think we can grasp the Spirited Companion. Oh, we whiff. We whiff on the Commune. Oh, that's too bad. All right, well, we've still got 6 cards. Plenty to do. Is it time for the command? Yeah, I think we can spare it. Let's make some big bears and put some counters on these devils. Get a little hodgepodge army going here of devils and bears. Won't be needing that Brotherhood's End anymore. We'll take the Proving Ground just to be able to draw. We've already got the spare bombardment here. All right, we get some big bears and some moderately sized devils. Get in for 6. Discard this land. We got plenty of ways to activate on our opponent's turn here with Lightning Strike, big score. Come out with a Borrowed Time. Think we want to activate. We've got so many things tucked under here. It's pretty worthwhile, even if the bombardment goes away when we're done. All right, well, big score to pitch a land. Activates bombardment. Pick up a Brotherhood's End with that. An opponent's seen enough. It's a lot of triggers. Good game. Well, we've got all the colors we would need. I think this is good. We can Lightning Strike an early creature. We've got Tear Asunder. And then we've got big score to accelerate into bombardment. Opponent looks to be on the mono-red game plan, so we'll lead off with this Proving Ground. Try to get our mana online right away, so might play this Sokenzan. Yep. We are going to need to draw land number 4, but we've got a couple of turns to do that. Opponent with a Squee. Now, I can't tear that asunder yet, but that's going to be a good answer for a Squee in a couple of turns. Still, I don't really want to have to deal with cleaning up those goblins. Let's just get rid of that. It's going to be a few turns as well before they get enough things in the graveyard to be able to bring Squee back. Okay, we draw our 4th land, which is great. We've still got Go for the Throat up, or this Riveteers Charm. Thundering Raiju definitely needs to be dealt with right now. Charm, I think the best way to do that just makes the best use of our available mana, and that'll leave a 2-mana instant in case we get to activate Bombardment later on. Okay, the lands keep coming, which is wonderful. Let's see if we can get a break in the action here to big score this turn. Alright, opponent with a second Chick. Just the Chick, though, so we're only taking 2. That puts us to 14. Okay, let's... I feel like we got to mitigate our life total a little bit. Let's try to exile this. Okay, we keep drawing lands. That's good. We also don't have any 1-drops. So if we wait to big score now... Oh, the Stormseeker. Okay, well, that'll be 4. That'll get us to 10. Still, if we big score now, we'll be able to activate Bombardment immediately next turn, since we'll have a total of 8 mana available if we draw an untapped land here, which we unfortunately do not. But we have a cut down, so we can still follow the plan. All right, there's Bombardment number 2. Luckily, Stormseeker can fit under cut down's restrictions, because that enables a lot of damage for our opponent. What else we got? Big score, Lightning Strike, a Charm. So this will be a good activation here. Oh, opponent Lightning Strikes the face. All right, well, let's see what else they play on their turn. I'd like to eliminate their biggest threats. Don't really care too much about the Chick. All right, in response to that activation on the Stormseeker, let's cut it down. And big score. Okay, well, that does give us mana for Go for the Throat if we need it, but it's just 1 coming from the Chick. Then again, they do have 1 other card in their hand, but we're at 6 still, so not that low. A little precarious dance we got going on here with our mono-red opponent. Let's Charm and do the well, this is cheaper, and we'll be able to potentially cast more if we draw something off this big score that's already under here. All right, let's get rid of this extra Charm. Tear Asunder. Don't really want to pay the kicker in case we draw like a command or burn down the house. All right, well, we get another Charm yet again. Just worried about some hasty damage from our opponent. All right, they finally bring Squee back, but we've been holding on to this Tear Asunder long enough. Let's get rid of that. And activate Old Bombardment here. Opponent with a strike to the face, so we're at 3. This is precarious, so we really need to go find command. So we will big score and exile with the Charm. Tear Asunder, Commune. There's the command. Excellent. So, okay, opponent's got 1 card left. I think we really need to command here. All right, so let's do life gain and make some bears. And all right, the opponent looks like they only have 1 card in that graveyard. So let's figure the rest of this out. All right, don't want to play the Grasp. That'll get us too low. Okay, command goes off. It's just 1 life, but it's enough to keep us safe from a lightning strike at least. Wondering if we shouldn't have exiled our own graveyard there. That could be a crucial mistake. Okay, opponent's got to play with fire. If they have another one, that could be it unless we can pick up the command with bombardment activation. What do you got? Okay, they could be waiting and do a play with fire in response to this activation. What is that last card? Okay, we'll strike you. Big score. I think that's all we need to do. We really just need to keep activating until we can pick up command some more. Another bombardment. Land and a Tear Asunder. Alright, my turn. Well, let's get bombardment down. We just need to keep trying to pick up command. I think we need to try to exile our own graveyard. We desperately need life here. Thank good. Okay, great. Well, our opponent's graveyard's empty, but ours is not. We've got enough cards. I think we can rebuild. We just need to do this. Strange as this is. Wonderful. We gain 9. And we've still got a boatload of effects here from this other bombardment. That should give us a good enough cushion to come back. Lightning Strike gets him low. Attack with a couple of bears. And some devils. 7 damage altogether. Alright, no way we can kill them with devils on our own, I don't think. What you got? Oh, and they give up. Late play with fire. Ah, good game. Alright, we are back. We've got Tear Asunder. We're trying it out in Arcane Bombardment here. 3-color Jund list, and we're unfortunately missing green, but we've got enough big scores and already have bombardment. I think we'll be alright. Oh, good, and this is a good pickup here. Ugh, but this is tapped. Okay. Well, no, this is fine. This is fine. Not sure what I was thinking there. Oh, and that fits perfectly. Yes, we will definitely exile these 2 creatures. Opponent checking out our black mini board wipe there. Doesn't see a lot of play, but in certain matchups, it's really nice. So we made sure to use that while it could hit the 2/2s and before they could activate their creature. So Brotherhood's End now should be able to take care of this one. They can give their creature +1/+1, but it's not enough. Now we really need to draw a land and big score into bombardment here. This is going to be crucial. Oh. Man, Trespasser reigns on my parade all the time. Which is interesting. I don't mind discarding to destroy it, you know, if we have to target it, but it gets to pick out like the best thing in our graveyard that we get to bring back with bombardment. No fun. Well, let's big score. We can get rid of Tear Asunder. Okay, we've got lands. I think that's fine. We've got another big score in hand. Okay, Trespasser number 2. So they'll pick out a Tear Asunder. That doesn't have many good targets yet. And let's see what they get with their attack here. Okay, that's not a huge loss. That's not a huge loss. All right, bombardment number 2. So with an untapped land, we'll have 7 mana. Not enough to activate. So I think tap land is the way to go, and we're just going to have to sit tight one more turn. Although we've got 2 of these. Let's just get it out. Even if they play a land, they'd be short for Invoke Despair. And they're plucking a couple of things out anyway, so I'd rather have this online ready to go next turn than, you know, wait and try to big score into something else. Yeah, and Infernal Grasp is our only removal too, so we know we're taking 2 from that. Okay, 6 mana, big score. Let's get rid of an extra bombardment. What's left down there to pick up? Just big score, probably. So We'll pitch the other bombardment. All right, now we got some stuff to work with here. Okay. That's not bad. All right, and I think we've cast enough things to flip these trespassers back over. Yeah, so let's just pass it back. Trespassers flip. All right, they're up to 4 mana. I think what we can do, yeah, we can afford to lightning strike one of these. I don't mind discarding a grasp because we're low enough. I don't really want to cast those. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of the springs here and then grasp here. We'll draw 2 from that. There's an assault. A couple more. Finally, this ability resolves, so we'll pitch this extra swamp and at least get rid of one of these trespassers. Well, we could make them sack the other one. Yeah. Let's do that. We don't have to discard. We've got plenty of things to activate next turn. That just makes sense. I mean, we're sitting on 4 spells, so... Alright, that... Oh, 2 Knight of Dusk Shadow, so that means we're not going to be able to gain life until those go away. Well, we'll cut down 1 while you're tapped out. Let's see. Do we grasp? I think it's worth it. That one, make sure we don't grasp the same thing. And then big score, structural assault, no targets yet from our opponent. Let's big score this other grasp away. Really want to find our one of Titania's command. See if we can't get some life gain going here. All right. So we paid a little life there, but we're okay. Opponent could have a what is it? Tenacious Underdog. Could get in for some blitz damage. Could have Invoke Despair here. Oh, they do. Not much I can do there. All right, so we do lose a couple of big scores, and we're down to 3. Really need to keep looking for cards here. Tear Asunder, Boseiju. All right. Haunted Ridge, so still no life gain, but we've at least got a replacement bombardment to keep digging through. Now, usually my opponents... Yeah, we probably need this as blockers. Sorry, emergency services once more outside of my house. We pick up a Riveteers Charm. What do we have? 6 treasures? I think it's worth taking a look. Alright, still no command. Well, might as well do this. Okay, we'll get in for just 4. That way, if they remove 1 devil, they can't hit us with a Tenacious Underdog. They need 2 pieces of removal to get us. Invoke Despair still wins. Oh, there's the Underdog, okay? And a sleeper. That'll help them draw. Surprisingly, our opponent has not drawn into Invoke Despair number 2 off their first one. Let's kill this sleeper to prevent them from using that for card draw. I at least want to make them pay the life for this Underdog. Alright, so Sokenzan, that could be some surprise blockers, some surprise attackers for us. Well, I think we just need to close this game out. We can't wait around. Alright. Riveteers Charm. Riveteers Charm also. Let's exile their graveyard and get rid of that Underdog. Alright, this one goes off. We see another Charm. And Commune can get us a Proving Ground. Well, let's play one of these lands. I think this makes sense. Just the Devils, then we've still got 2 blockers, just in case they have another Underdog that will still straight out finish us. Still lose to Invoke Despair. What else could they have? Shieldred's not quite enough. They would need something else. All right, Misery's Shadow. Let's see. We've got a couple burn down the house. So our command's not down here. Just trying to think if it makes sense to try to draw into something, but I don't think so. There's the underdog. All right, let's see what we get. We'll have 2 mana left over. Well, you know, we can activate this on our own treasure, even though we have to pay with it. I think we can still do this. So we can target the treasure because it still exists, right? Well, what do we got down here? Hold on. I mean, burn down the house, structural assault. I think it makes sense. So we'll target our treasure, use the treasure to pay for the spell, and we pick up burn down the house and some charms. We might be able to make them sack enough creatures to get in for enough damage here. Let's see if this works out. So burn down the house for devils, and then another charm on draw. I don't think we can poke enough damage through here. Yeah, we may have to reactivate on our turn and get them to sack these last 2. Let's see what we got. Big score to activate. And now we might as well do the Inferno. Let's see, just making sure this works. This should do it. So we get this, burn down the house for more devils, so that's even more damage. And then charm, we can do sacrifice a creature again. And might as well commune because it's free. Alright, so they have to sack both shadows. That's no blockers. Extra devils, just to be sure. And that should wrap it up. Oh, man. Good game. That was close. All right. Well, no green in this hand, but we've got big score. Our only green really is commune with the spirits. And we pick up a green anyway. I was going to say commune with the spirits and tear asunder. Surge Engine. That's a very nice card. All right. Well, all colors online. Unfortunately, can't go for the throat on the engine. They would give us this card in a set full of great artifact creatures. Fable comes down and makes a token. But cut down. We can cut it down for sure. Let's commune and see what we can pick up here. Just a land, no bombardment. Cut down on the Surge Engine itself. And they still will get to attack with this goblin. So we'll see if they're on some kind of reanimator plan or what's going on over there. So there are 3 colors. 4 mana available. Looked like they decided not to discard there. I think our plan is to big score, draw into more cards. Fable decides to flip over. They make treasure number 2. And a bank buster. Well, definitely big scoring. Don't need this extraneous land. We get a big score and another Haunted Ridge. Well, we may be getting to the point where Structural Assault might have enough artifacts. Let's see. Yeah, because if we don't use our treasures, right, and they've got the bank buster. Well, let's just... We're not that threatened. Let's just go for the throat on this. We know it's good. We can charm away the bank buster if they somehow crew that up. Let's just slow it on down here. And now that I think about it, that Surge Engine too, that kind of signals that they're working with some more artifact creatures in there. So this assault could be better if we just hold on a little bit more. Oh. Yeah, okay. Kind of unexpected, but it's a great board wipe in those colors, so can't really be surprised to see our opponent playing that. All right, they crew up the Bank Buster. I guess. Yeah, let's just take it. Big score. We really need something to do here, so let's get rid of this ridge. Okay. Yeah, we may need this charm to go digging for some kind of board wipe here. This is not ideal. Although, I mean, we do have Structural Assault. We got Boseiju for targeted stuff. Let's give this a try. Should be enough artifacts, right? And we'll take 3 from the Devils. Guarantees the Bank Buster's gone. Okay. And now just some Devil triggers. Okay. Well, hopefully that lag spot didn't come through. Silver Scrutiny. All right, so that's a 4 card draw spell for them. Let's get Bombardment going here. If they've got to spare, they've got to spare, but we need to start turning this on. That's too many cards they drew. Okay, Liliana, that's not too much of a deal. We can get rid of this Boseiju if we want. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I mean, don't think you're going to get to ultimate that, but that is a thing. All right. Let's charm here. Sacrifice Lily. See what Bombardment picks up for us here. Pick up a big score, so this mountain can go away. Oh, and we just get 2 lands. Well, we can play one of these. We'll discard the mountain to the big score next turn when we activate it with when we activate Bombardment with this lightning strike. But I just want to wait and see what they do. Trespasser. So do we cast in response to this? They just target a charm. What else is down there? Assault. Go for the throat, big score. Like, we could activate and try to pull it up first and kind of ruin the target, but I think it's fine. They may be trying to bait us out. I want to see what else they do here. All right, Bank Buster. Now we'll Lightning Strike. Just on the face. We can draw with big score. We really need some more action here. We pull up Structural Assault. Well, I know we want to do this, but... Yeah, I think if we big score first in the order and then Structural Assault, it'll wipe everything away. So that'll be 3 artifacts. Should hit the Trespasser, and then big score will create treasures after the fact. Yes, okay. All right, well, that's not too bad. We draw a land. That's good food for big score. Bombardment activates. More big score. Well, we can do one of these. Structural Assault does not make sense. We draw into 2 more Bombardments, a Charm, and a Tear Asunder. Well, let's see. We do have a load of mana, but I think we're just going to try to activate bombardment this turn. Opponent uses burn down the house. Huh. I really don't want to take a hit from these in combat damage, so let's try to activate bombardment here. We really got to find a way to deal with these. Alright, so Charm's going to give us a look at the top. It may just be worth big scoring these away. I think we can... Oh, we have so many treasures, though. I think we have to Structural Assault. Yeah, I think we got to do it. Oh, all of our glorious treasures! Alright, so if we at least get rid of the devils now, that puts us to 4. We are dead to Invoke Despair, but not Tenacious Underdog. We can survive a single Lightning Strike. Okay. Let's see. Proving Ground comes into play. Bombardment number 2. Do we wait or do we do it now? I think we do it now. Let's target a treasure. We can big score away these lands and get some more treasures, more mana for activating next turn. All right, just a Commune gets us nothing. Sad. Lightning Strike, it's a freebie to the face. Big score away this mountain. Big score on this other land. Structural Assault, not necessary. We get Burn Down the House. Another Tear Asunder. And the initial Tear Asunder goes away. Okay. We've got 4 mana. We can exile any permanent with this Tear Asunder. Opponent draws with the Lounge. Fable. Well, that gives us a target at least. Nothing else. We can just Fable on the enchantment itself. We should be able to find something to deal with this token. Yeah, let's go taking a look with the Charm. Commune, I don't know if we need to do that. Alright, so now the first bombardment goes off. Free Lightning Strike to the face. Big score away this land. Let's... Yeah, we can go for the throw this token. That's a freebie too. Alright, I think that's enough card draw going on for now. Get another big score. Lightning Strike takes him to 12. Tear Asunder gets rid of Fable. Alright. Let's try to finish this off here. Let's activate with the Burn Down the House that's going away. Bombardment picks up Charm. Yep, let's do that. Let's just get rid of your graveyard. I don't know what kind of shenanigans you've got, but I'd rather not stick around and find out. Lightning Strike. It's free. Big score on a Proving Ground. Might as well. Sure, we've got kind of a full hand here. Alright, we get Brotherhood's End and a Grasp. Opponent goes to 9. 3 Devils takes him to 6. Lightning Strike takes you to 3. Oh. Yeah, and I think Brotherhood's End. Destroy our own Devils for the final 3. And we even had a second big score that I totally forgot about. All right. Squeaked that one by. Good game.